Shout out Lush One. Shout out Dizaster, man. Y'all know what it is. This is the bar recap versus Geechi Gotti versus Diz. And I only got one question. Who won the West? Let's get into it. What's going on, everybody? This is Temperature Check. I am your host, as always, man. Mr. Check the Temperature. How y'all doing? And I wouldn't be who I am if I ain't do what I do. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to the channel, man. Shout out my brother Deadass Talk. But yeah, this is the bar recap versus Geechi Gotti versus Dizaster. It was a West Coast classic, if I do say so myself. The car overall, man, I thought the car was pretty damn good. First of all, man, shout out $20. Yes, please. 1,000 times yes. $20 on the pre-order, and it's actually $20 on the VOD. So make sure y'all go to rapgrid.com and go cop that VOD, man. Go check out these battles. But of course, that's after the bar recap, man. But let's get into it, man. Dizaster, you are well renowned. You are an international icon in the battle rap community. You are a league owner, co-owner of GTX Battle League, man. And this went down in LA where it should be. If it's going to be for the West, it got to be on the West. And if we going to be on the West in Compton, let me set the scene, if you will. Bear with me real quick. Excuse me. Oh, here we go. Oh, there we go. I just got to set the scene. You know what I'm saying? But this was a war. I like the angling. I like the schemes. I like the counter writing in this. Dizaster, man. Again, like I said, a win or a loss for Dizaster doesn't really, his legacy is cemented in his culture. It's definitely cemented on the West. He's on that Mount Rushmore for the West. Some of them got him on the Mount Rushmore for battle rap, period. But he's going up against Geechi Gotti, the hottest thing smoking of this generation, man. But I will say this, 2022 has not been so nice to our boy Geechi. What do I mean? Geechi, I can't lie to you. You got a couple L's on your resume, in my humble opinion. Let's break that down. GTX, last event, you battled clean paper, kitchen clean, respectfully. I got him beating you. Now, a lot of people tried to overlook that battle. A lot of people tried to debate that battle, but I had that battle as a clear win for Kitchen Clean, just my opinion. But looking ahead, you had Jazz, so it all makes sense, right? Wrong. I actually had Geechi losing to Jazz. Then you throw in the Ultimate Madness tournament against True Foe. I mean, that's 3 losses on Geechi's resume in 2022. When is the last time we can say that Geechi has arguably lost 3 battles in a single year? It's been that long. These things happen, man. The more and more you battle, the more and more tape gets out there against you. People learn how to angle. They learn how to scheme on you. And people really just want to see the downfall of Geechi. Let's be honest. When you at the highest of highs, when you up here amongst the clouds, it's only one way to go, and that's down. So, again, a little rough spot for Geechi in 2022, but it's moments like this that helps us to remind ourselves who Geechi is, what Geechi represents. So this is the bar recap, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel, man. Y'all know how this goes. Round 1 is on Dizaster. First 2 rounds, I do need to say, are 2-minute rounds. When we get to the 3rd round, it'll all make sense why I told you that. But round 1 is on Dizaster. He says, user, that slogan right there is going to cost you. You forget the most important bitch of all, the karma one. Whole career calling everybody. Then you battled Jazz and lost to one. I like that coming off the gate. I definitely like that. But this is what I will say. 2-minute rounds, you got to be back to back. I need more. I need more lines. He said, King of the West, BS. King of the West then. To me, he's Christy Teigen. The only reason he's being seen is because he's sharing a ring with a legend. That's fire. I ain't going to lie to you because I really be wondering a lot of times. I'm cute and all. But I heard her cooking. Like, never mind. You know, I ain't gonna disrespect that woman cooking. But he said, shout out Smack and Beasley. But the way they control you and your homie like hoes, it's weird. You try to get away. He throws a spear and screams like Scorpion, get over here. That's fire. I ain't gonna lie. I just played Mortal Kombat 2 this weekend with my daughter. But and then this one, look, a little controversial, a little squeamish. Like you said, Diz, you might want to just generally apologize, but I like it though. He said, I clutch toasters like white people when they committing suicide in a bathtub. Boy, 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 boy. I like the round. It was a cool round. It was a solid round, but definitely a beatable round. And we get the Geechi Gotti in the first. He said, I don't give a if you got active to back you up, I get the lighting it up. All you gonna see is Dizaster struck. That's fire. What is he talking about? He's talking about the fact that, come on, Diz, you can't be using the N-word, my boy. You know that. Come on, son. He says, I'm a boss for real. Let off 20 shots, first 7 missed for real, but the 8th one found, meaning you had to hear it a few times before you felt it, like Drake's album. Yeah, he cooking and booking. I ain't gonna lie to you. He said, but during lockdown, the real do whatever to pull through. It was literally night. All I had was my notebook and my dog, like Blue's Clues. Oh, God. What? He said, I was letting my nuts hang. When you was riding horses in Lebanon, I was doing drive-bys and Mustangs. I ain't gonna lie. I like the angles that Dizaster had in the first. I can't lie. I'm edging this round to Geechi a little bit more punches. Again, the Blues Clues was crazy. You had to listen. You heard to hear it a few times before you felt it, like Drake's new album. Come on, son. That's wild. Then the toast. I got respectfully. And let me do this. Let me do this because he said Dizaster, you really not a Crip. So then I can't do the blue lights for you respectfully, my boy. Let me get back to the regular for Dizaster. This one Dizaster round 2. He said maybe his mama want to see him in a Maserati, but this Mossberg gonna put his body in a mausoleum. Fire. That's fire. Yes, it is. He said, I went worldwide. You stayed local, knowing if you could leave, you would have left. I was putting in work overseas like Giannis while you were on the sideline hating on all my Euro steps. That's filthy. That's the one. That's the one. He said, I'm sorry, Geechi, but we can't build an empire off your pictures of Drake. Fire. Fire. He said, being around for 7 years don't put you with the greats. Just like I'm not a gang member just because I kick you with grapes. I like the angles. I like the counter writing, Diz. Very good counter writing in this second. Diz definitely picked up the pace in this second. It's on Geechi. It's on Geechi at the second. Hold on, let me. My bad. Let me get back right. I told you, man. We swerving in and out of lanes, man. We good. Round 2. It's on Geechi. This don't want to take battles outside the West. So if I did take this P on the road, it'd be considered sex trafficking. Okay, I like it, but I don't like it. But you know why I don't like it? So just keep moving. He said, wait, I fell off? So this is a comeback? Verb, Shine, DNA, got twerk, asking for the run back? I'm talking math, clips, goods. I already done that. The only that kill Lux clear, and that's a fun fact. I done effed up more names than Drunk Smack. Come on, son. That's a lot of names. That's a lot of Smack. You messing up his name sometimes. He's supposed to be like, but he be like, he do though. He said, you basically Mike P without the girl problem. Mike P, you basically Mike P without the girl problems, and because that made more sense because he's freaking like Mike P, and then he also had the high bun. He said anybody can jump something, but can you handle what comes from it? That's fun. That's their talk. Like anybody can jump somebody, but can you handle the repercussions of the jumping? He said, you and Daylight. I see y'all jump math on live and apologize the same night. He said, I be throwing up so many gang signs in your face, got it looking like hand models. That's fire. He said in jail during lockdown, if in the cell next to me wanted to rap, he had to battle through vents. It's a different struggle. Okay, so this is what I would say. The second round is tricky. If you get Geechi the second round, I'm not mad at you. But based off the angling and the counter writing and the context of what Diz is saying in a second, I got Diz in the second round. And I'm not trying to make it 1-1. I got it 1-1 going into the third. I do feel like some of these bars that Geechi has, they could go for everybody. They could go, even though they fire, they could go for everybody. That's all I'm saying. Let me get back to Diz. It's 1-1 in the third. Even though I said a loss can't help you, a win against Geechi says a lot. It still says a lot. Still holds a lot of stake. Let's get to this third round. Oh, yeah. Why the third round? So why did I let you know that the first 2 rounds was 2 minutes? Because the third round was unlimited. That's right. You heard it. Unlimited rounds for Diz. And you know he known for the 36-minute passage. So let's get into it, man. Round 3 on Diz. He says, you gang bang on civilians. You let old Red say crab 3 times in your face in 1 sentence. You let him finish it. Yeah, you can talk about that math-ish, but all he had to do was say that ish 2 times. And I did the ish. I like that. Because that's one thing I've always wanted, because I've never questioned anybody's gangster in this, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like after the battle, how does that work? How does that work after the battle? He just called you crab 3 times. Not my business, though. Not my business. I'm going to shut up. He said, I'll slice you with an icicle like an iced out dagger. So fast, all you'll see is an ice cold trail of dried up splatter and flying biomatter. All you do is replicate a bunch of washed up bars. You should be buried in a septic tank for all that watered down. Shh. That's fire. That's fire. I ain't gonna lie. When he gets into these pockets, you really gotta listen to make it make sense, because it's a lot of connectivity. He's gonna connect the line with the line after that, with the line after that, and of course that last line gotta make sense. He was going in. It was up in the third. He said, "Break the squeegee stick, wet up his windshield. I will swish swash him." Remember when I told you about the? Yeah, he was in one of them pockets. He was in one of them runs. He said, I will bury you in the blue postal office box. That's a Crip coffin. That's fire. I ain't gonna lie to you. He said, throw a bald head in the crowd. I will real Smith Chris rock him. Definitely like that. I'm like Hannibal when it comes to battles. If I can't pick his brains, there's no way I can eat off it. Oh, fire. Fire. He said, oh, wait, congratulations on your Senate recognition. Must have been awesome to win an award in Compton after getting your ass beat by a ward in Compton. I ain't gonna say you got your ass beat, but I definitely, never mind. He said, you walk the walk, but you don't talk that talk. You Crip walking with red bottoms, alluding to the fact that how you a gangbanger, but then you also want to Senate. You got Senate recognition. Like, did you tell the people? And you got people saying that you a hero. When you talking to these kids, do you be telling them that you be gangbanging? Do you tell them both sides of the story? So that's why he said. That's why he said what he said. He said, you walk the walk, but you don't talk that talk. You a Crip walking in red bottoms. That's fire. He said, this guy might get his eye cut off. I'll leave him looking like that rapper Times, walking around half blind on the spot. Then I'll return like Uma Thurman in Kill Bill and remove the only one that you got. That's fire. He going up. Then I had to get into this pocket, this last one, because Diz was wilding. I ain't gonna lie to you. He said, your East Coast run, those were considered little missions. where you got to pick your conditions, closed rooms, COVID restrictions. I went out to New York at the highest of the heaviest tension, battled slave under a bridge, and bodied the whole entire city with them. Over there, the air was different. Sweaty warehouses where we learned to be well conditioned. My era groomed to be well conditioned. Your era conditioned in well areas with well conditions. Fire. That was fire. This is third round. That's how you rap. Every round got better for Diz. I'm not mad at his performance. That was a great performance by Diz. That third round, this is what I will say. Some of them angles did get a little bit repetitive. We can't keep talking about what he did in this era versus what he did in that era, and how he ain't been around as long as you. Like, again, when you that's the one tricky thing about the older, more seasoned veteran rappers. Like, when they're rapping to a younger superstar, they want to talk about how many years they've been around. But if he's accomplished the same thing in less time, you can't hate on that. But it's on that man in the third. You remember when I said he had to remind us? Well, it's time to. It's Geechi in the third. And when I tell you he left Earth in the third on Diz and Lush and GTX, he did that. We're gonna get into this third round. Let's talk about it. Make sure that y'all thumb. I know if y'all been hanging around this time, I know y'all thumbs the video, but make sure y'all do. Make sure y'all share it out. Ain't nobody doing breakdowns on recaps like me. On God. Geechi round 3. Everybody know that GTX is just KOTD with cheese. These ain't nothing but some more white rappers using us black rappers for all our talent. I ain't saying he lying. Definitely not saying he lying. He said, we still got Lush one in the middle, Dizaster headlining every time. How fantastic. This is literally KOT, just less organic. When he said that, you knew. And you know what Diz says? He said, Geechi, no, not this angle. Don't let this be the angle, because I could have got you if you would have had any other angle. But this was a new one. Why? Because we just started GTX. Oh, boy. He said, you ain't never start no league until I had the riot jumping. You ain't battled none of these up and coming on the West. You don't even support the small leagues. The whole culture forgot who the West was. I had to get our identity back. That was fire. And it was true. You know, I know it's true because even Did say, yeah, he ain't lying. I'm not about to stand up here and lie. I like the guy. You know what I'm saying? I want him to come back on this. He's been 2 for 2. This third round going crazy for Geechi. I don't give a how many languages you know. You don't speak for us. Basically talking about all the different languages and all the different cultures that are represented on the West. And we all know that Diz knows multiple languages and can speak them very fluently. So him saying, I don't give a how many languages you know, you don't speak for us, is fire. Fire. He said, you pop addies, I will pull up to your addy and pop you. He said, it wasn't just you. You and Lust had coke habits. You both, his mouth got a throat magnet. Whoa. Pause, sir. Definitely necessary. Definitely mandatory. Doing a lot with that, but again, you was cooking, so we really couldn't say nothing. He said, how y'all this old and y'all ain't got no children? I know what y'all into. He thinks you're the greatest rapper alive. He's your little yes man. He supports all the BS you've been through. He rides your nuts so hard, he probably rode you to the venue. Oh my God. Lush One is just standing there taking shots. It's a moment in time where Lush One is literally sitting and you could tell some of them lines was hurting him and cut him deeply because he wasn't laughing through this third round. He wasn't laughing through this third round. I'm going to say it again. How y'all this old ain't got no children? I know what y'all into. He thinks you're the greatest rapper alive. He's your little yes man. He all the BS you've been through. He rides your nuts so hard, he probably rode his to the venue. That was fire. He said, You don't move me like men do. And I can tell by how you handling act. He been on the front line of all of your beasts, but I guess it's easier for you to stab him in the back. He get ducked a lot, but GTX is your lead. Why you ain't booked him against something hot? You couldn't hit up Rum Nitty, Danny Myers. I guarantee they would have spun the block. You don't want him to be bigger than you. That's why all the names here, and you booked him against Theory the Truth. Oh my God. Now Geechi's taking the angle towards Diz, saying if Active is your man and GTX is your lead, why you not helping out your homies? He's the one on the front lines. You know how many people be ghosting his battles, be no showing them. Why you give him a plate like Theory the Truth? No disrespect. No disrespect. I'm just letting you know what they saying. He said that speaks to your character for sure. You know, if Active blew up, then he can't be your security no more. That's fine. The fact you banging Crip and you hang with him is the only reason saving you from getting robbed tonight. Having my homies take the door money and make you strip. Oh yeah, Geechi giving you one of them rounds. Yes, he is. Bum, 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 bum. Yes, he is. He's going crazy. He's upstairs with it. All on the front line, all he got was a whip and a chain. What, you a slave master? Oh my God. He said all actors all on the front line for you, and all he got was a whip and a chain. What, you a slave master? Because a slave master had a whip and yeah, it was like that. He said, I was doing drive-bys in them Volvos, them used to drive. I was bugging. That was fire. Shootouts, if they missed. I took them out the game. I was subbing. Before rap, I wanted to be a real estate agent. I kept putting my ops in funeral homes. I tried to be a musician. I kept making my disappear, but I couldn't bring them back. Contracted to the streets without a docu-sign. Yeah, that third round, Geechi got that. It's Geechi clear. It's Geechi clear. I think it's a great battle. I thought it was a great battle, but if you asking me, I got Geechi 2-1 clear. 2-1 clear. Again, I got a 2-1 clear, man. I like the context and the content of what Diz was saying in the second. I like the angles. Only problem in the third is that he brought some of them angles back, touched on them again for the second time, so I couldn't give him credit for that. Geechi Gotti had all fresh angles. Think about that. He battling Diz with fresh angles. Sometimes, Geechi, you just got to you got to let us know, like, you know what I'm saying? You got to let us know. You got to remind us that you still him. I'm not mad at the reminder. The reminder was fire. You need more of it. But what did y'all think about the battle? Who did y'all have winning? Did y'all have Geechi with the 30? Again, I got Geechi with the 2-1 clear. I did have Diz getting around in the second. That's just me. It's up for debate, though. Y'all know it's battle rap, man. We cooking and booking, but this is Temperature Check. I am your host, as always, man. Mr. Check the Temperature. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And you know the motto. We just getting started.